This is a Japanese Wagyu A5 Picanha. It is the best of the best. And as you can see, I have the certifications to prove it. And after taking a few slices of this wonderful steak, the marbling was just ridiculous. I mean, take a look at this. It is every meat lover's dreams. If you love meat, this is as good as it gets. And after previously cooking this wonderful piece of meat on my channel, everyone requested it to be dry aged. And of course, if you think I'm gonna let you down, there's no way that's gonna happen. So when I was cutting my steaks, I made sure to leave a nice beautiful piece to be dry aged. And this is what I was left with. It is the tip of the picanha, and like everyone says, the best for last. The marbling of this cut is extremely impressive. The ratio between fat and meat is just perfect. My friends, if you are watching this for the very first time, let me tell you something. This is the best of the best. Like every dry age, you will always lose a good amount. So I made sure to take the weight and see how much my loss will be in the end. As you can see, the weight of this one was almost 1800 grams. But now to dry age this thing is very simple. I'm using a special bag called Umai Dry. It is what allows you to dry age at home without any special equipment. This bag is actually called a membrane, and the wonderful thing about it is that it allows air to escape without allowing anything bad to go back in. It's kind of like a bag that breathes, but it only lets air out. So after vacuum sealing, the only thing left to do is to put it on a cooling rack to make sure that air circulates all the way around. Now the only thing left to do is to put it on my regular refrigerator and let it dry age in there for a total of 35 days. After 35 days, I took it out of my refrigerator and check it out what it looks like. I mean, I am always impressed to see how this piece of meat looks dry age. Wagyu is so unique and it is completely different than any other meat. So after removing it from the membrane, I laid it down on my cutting board and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks like a beauty. The only thing that you cannot experience is the smell. And let me tell you something, it is wonderful. The only thing left to do now is to cut it into beautiful steaks. And for that, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and let you experience this with me. That right there is something you do not see every day. This is one of the interesting things that only happens when you dry age Wagyu. The loss of the redness throughout the whole meat is oxidation. Usually that part has a very strong flavor of dry age. And as you can see, this one has quite a bit. However, at the same time, I am excited to find out how it's gonna taste. Since I was left with a good amount of steaks, I'm gonna be saving quite a few for different experiments in the future. So make sure to watch out for those videos real soon. Now, like every other dry age you've seen me done in this channel, one of the things that must be removed is the pellicles. That's the meat surrounding the steak that is not good. When I say that it's not good, I mean that the flavor of dry age is very strong on those pieces, but eating them on the steak is a little bit overwhelming. So whenever you're trimming your pellicles, make sure you do a good job and take most of it out. If you've never handled Japanese Wagyu A5, let me tell you something, it melts in your hand. So you gotta make sure to work quickly. As you can see, once I was done, this is what it looks like. I cannot wait to find out how it's gonna taste. Now, if you're curious of how much we lost, check out the fresh steak versus the dry aged one. Remember, in the beginning they were the same exact size, and man, the difference is ridiculous. I mean, I would say that we lost almost half of the steak. To keep it true to this beautiful piece of meat, I am not going to be seasoning with anything crazy. Salt is good enough, nothing else. However, at the same time, one of the most important things is to make sure that you season it well. For that, I not only season both sides but also the edges. But now that we have these beautiful steaks perfectly seasoned, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. And for that, the first thing I'm going to be doing is putting a nice beautiful sear on them. Once that's done, I'm going to be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook them. So let's do it. right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. What do you think, Angel?
They looking good.
You asked for it. You asked for dry age Wagyu Picanha, Japanese A5. Man, that's a tongue twister.
That's a long one, huh?
That's a long one. So obviously, because it's chiquitica, very little, we got the dry age picanha here. And we have this one right here, which I cooked it, yes, extremely rare, everybody. We like it rare. I say we remind ourselves of the taste first before we jump to that one.
We should remind ourselves a lot this video. I think I need a big reminder this video.
All right, let's see. Cheers, everybody.
Like I first ate the steak and then I drank the juices. That's what it feels like.
It's like an explosion. Every time you take a bite.
So much.
Even towards the end, it's still an explosion. It's an explosion every single time you take a bite. And not a little explosion. What happened?
Bro, I forgot what it tastes like.
Oh, really?
We gotta go.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, you can have it. Absolutely amazing, phenomenal, extremely juicy. When you take a bite of this thing, it just basically, literally explodes. Now, I can't wait to find out how it's gonna taste.
Oh.
The dry age. What happened?
I forgot.
You forgot again. Okay, yeah. He's gonna keep doing that the whole night. So we gotta keep going over here, everybody. Now here's the interesting thing. When I was cooking it, you saw it. You touch the grill grate, it's fire. It's immediate fire. So in order for you to cook it, you gotta put it, take it out, put it, take it out. That's the thing with Wagyu. You gotta be very, very careful. If not, you burn it and you will have a bitter taste.
You gotta pay attention to it. You cannot set and forget this.
No. Set and forget. You're gonna burn this thing. It's gonna taste bitter. It's gonna be a nightmare.
So we're going for the other one.
We're going for the other one. Dry age Japanese Wagyu A5 Picanha. Cheers, everybody.
You really said that, huh?
Oh. Whoa. Wow, how different is that? That is very different.
I think it's literally the fat.
The fat?
Since it's got so many fibers and stuff, maybe the dry age makes it go through the fibers more or something. It's a decent amount of like dry age flavor.
You feel it's very powerful dry age flavor.
You know I like dry age.
Yes, me too.
But if I'm being really honest,
of course, that's all we want.
I'm staying with the original.
Why are you staying with the original?
Cause
you get more.
You get more fat. You get more juices.
You get more. Also, it's almost double the steak if you take a look at it. You know what I mean? Almost double the size, everybody. For me, because I enjoy a lot of dry aginess, I enjoy that weird flavor. I still pick the dry age one, but I understand where you're coming from.
No, and then I like dry age, but I don't like it when it goes so far.
Yeah.
Like I don't like when it takes too much.
This one was 35 days, so maybe you recommend like 20 days?
I say like maybe somewhere between 15 and 20.
15 and 20, okay.
Because like, if not, it kind of takes away.
He's right, because there's a lot of dry age flavor. It's intense.
It's strong.
It's intense. But
it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. And that's another thing interesting about it. Whenever you dry aging a Wagyu, you don't get that much pinkness. This steak and that one are cooked to the same exact temperature. Yeah. And the pinkness is gone. It's probably because I don't know the science behind it, but that's what it is.
It's probably because of science.
It's because of science. Some type of science that we are not very smart to understand that part. I prefer this one. Angel prefer that one because he gives you more.
You get more of a lot of things with this one. You get a bigger steak.
No waste.
No waste.
No waste.
No waste at all.
You really don't want to waste this one, everybody. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.